Happy with that?
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, so I like the way you're walking all over that door.
I tried not to.
Which was going to be used somewhere, but probably not now.
Both of you walked on it.
Hi, Paul. Hi, it's Cam here, and we are at one of our projects, and I'm with my business partners. We got Rick over here.
How you doing?
And we got Felicity.
Hi.
And what we're going to do is we're going to have a little walk around our new project, which is a 5-bedroom ensuite.
Is this exactly how you bought it? In this condition?
Yeah, it's bought as it is. This was actually a sale directly from the seller.
Okay.
So it's actually a landlord, so it's a tired landlord.
Okay.
A local man here. And it's basically his back end of his portfolio. I mean, he hasn't refurbished his place clearly for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And he's basically made his money. What they're doing now is he's literally just wants to enjoy the money, really.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
He's not. He's a very astute investor. And astute investors, the good thing about them is they actually understand that they've got to leave something in there for someone who's actually going in as an investor.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than go to an estate agent, we basically got this through leafleting strategy. We put leaflet through the letterbox.
Okay.
And then what they did was, pick the leaflet up and he gave us a call. And from there, through conversations, he said, yeah, it's here. And we got it at a really good price. So this is a nice large room, as you can see. So this one's going to be an ensuite here, if you can imagine.
Yeah, okay. Where's the ensuite going?
So the ensuite is literally going to be where, right in front of us, there's a point here.
Okay.
In this section here. We've got the plans for this. So we're moving on to the next room. Our clientele here is students. So it's literally on the edge of student area, which means 15 minutes maximum walking distance.
Mm-hmm.
Any further away, we wouldn't get students coming in. But with this, we have, because it's, like I say, 15 minutes, so it's great. And the fact that, if you can imagine the potential, so we always look at the potential of what it's going to be looking like. Imagine really fresh, trendy place.
Yeah, it's good space.
Yeah, en-suites and all that. So this will be the lounge room area, which is a very nice sized room.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Are
definitely.
you getting rid of this, or are you going to make that a feature, or what's happening with the chimney breast?
So Ricky, the chimney, what we're doing is we're going to keep this in.
Okay.
Just because of 2 reasons. Saving costs.
Yep.
Because removing the chimney, yes, it gives a bit of extra space, but we don't really need that extra space.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's going to look fabulous. And also, secondly, if we do that, we've already got building control involved as well.
Yeah.
However, for this, we have to, for building control, it will be even more extra work and all of that kind of thing. So all of that kind of thing means lintels, it means steels, it also means now they actually want bracing around the sides as well, which is an extra requirement. So we're adding extra money for no
reason.
Exactly, yeah. So you get that. So that's kitchen.
Good size again.
So we got a good sized kitchen, absolutely.
A good amount of storage. That's really good for storage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bit of storage here.
Bit of storage.
Storage, bit of storage.
Love a good bit
Do you
of
want
storage.
to show the team the storage?
Yes, we can.
Because it's going to be students as well, so everyone's going to need their own kind of cabinets or cupboards. So the more storage you've got, the better, because obviously if you've got to say there's 5 people in it, there's got to be 5 separate cupboards for each person anyway, so the more storage you've got, the better. So that definitely works.
Each student needs one cabinet for worktop space and 1 cabinet above as well.
Mm-hmm.
So here we've got 5 individuals, so that is 5 of course.
Yeah.
So nice size kitchen. Now this is something interesting that we're doing. So Rick, do you want to explain this one then, as we've just discussed it?
So this was a bathroom, which is no longer going to be a bathroom, it's going to be a bedroom. So all this is coming out. And you can see that I've already started checking this wall. And this wall doesn't go up to the ceiling, as he said, so this wall isn't a load-bearing wall. So we can actually remove this wall and then use the additional space, which if you come back through here, you can actually get rid of the tanks and everything in here, and we use this wall as the actual bedroom wall. So I'm not quite sure
whether
whether
the ensuite is still going to be to that side.
Which makes sense because you've obviously got the drainage there as well, so you wouldn't have to put in any additional drainage. So that would make perfect sense to have that there.
So what we've done here is, we've had this checked by a structural engineer. We've also had one of our contractors come in, and where, as you can notice here, all of this, as Rick's just explained, isn't a structural wall. So happy days.
Yeah.
So we've got lucky on that one. This door, the outside door, this one here, is actually gonna be really only access for
this bedroom.
Oh,
this bedroom
nice.
here.
Okay, yeah.
So
this is going to feel like a kind of a separate place, isn't it? This room.
Yeah.
Essentially, with your own entrance. Good.
Yeah. So if this is the fire access at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this is gonna then here. This is all gonna be coming into the ensuite because it's gonna be a lovely ensuite, nice room where they've got their own entrance, as we just said.
Yeah.
If they want it to be, or they can come in, come in through the to the lobby area into the kitchen. To this sort of, there'll be a little small lobby here. How are we going to create a fire access?
Well, as you said, this has to be for the communal room.
Yes.
Because otherwise you'd have to lose space in the kitchen. So, as this is pretty much already kind of purpose built, you can actually just take down the bottom and make it a door into the garden.
Could you? Yeah.
Could
Got
you?
the door ready here, haven't you?
We've got a door here, probably not that one. Well, the idea is right, and on a serious note, 100% right. What we're going to do here is this. It's a nice little tip, actually. It's a nice little tip that the guys here come up with, and we've been discussing this. So, a nice little tip is you can always move a window like this, take all of this out, make it into a nice two doors open patio area.
Oh, yeah,
so it's going to open up into the yard, which means you've got the fire escape access, and you've got your room there.
That's brilliant.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
That's really good.
Yeah. Happy with that? You,
yeah, brilliant.
yeah. So I like the way you're walking all over that door.
I tried not to.
Which is going to be used somewhere, but probably not now.
Both of you walked on it.
So now we're going upstairs. Now we're coming upstairs. So now downstairs. So how many en-suites we got so far, guys?
For two.
One here and one on the far side.
Brilliant. So we got 2 en-suites.
So that means must be 3 upstairs.
Excellent. So now we're moving upstairs and. So here we are. So in this room, there's going to be an ensuite.
Yeah. Where's?
Yeah. So it's quite tight.
Yeah.
So minimum. So let's test your knowledge now. Yeah. As we've been in the PPIC for a little while. Right. So minimum room sizes for HMO for a bedroom.
I've got this written down.
I've got it written down. I can't think what it is though.
I can't remember.
Right. Quick Google then. But,
6 point something.
yes. Yeah. Quite right.
Yeah.
So 6.51 is the and it's nuts because it's actually mandatory.
Right,
So
okay.
we've got to get it at 6.51. So really important because HMO officers has already been in. So when you're doing these projects, we always make sure that we've got belts and braces approach.
Yeah.
So the belts and braces approach means. Why don't you come round here, then we can all stand together, can't we?
Probably not best to do by the window, but yeah.
So 6.52 square meters
Yeah.
is the. So in this room we've got 6.52 square meters, and that it has already been checked with the HMO officer. So we always get the HMO officer to come in and have a look and just make sure that they're happy with what we're doing. So that's already been done.
Yeah.
Really important, to be fair. Something that people miss. They do the work, and then they find they've got challenges, and then they have to redo the work.
Yeah. How easy is it to get the officer to come down?
So how easy is it? So it's literally diarising.
Okay.
So it's diarising. They're actually quite happy. They're quite happy to come down, HM officers. You just got to make sure you got it in the diary. So that was literally an email saying, and we confirmed it, and it was a week, and in a week's time they popped in.
And was that done before purchase?
That was done after purchase.
Okay.
So reason being, we already had plan A, plan B, and plan C.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the plan A, plan B, plan C. One of the plans is that we don't have to have en suites.
Right.
So it still worked as a HMO. Worst case scenario, it still works as a family home anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, what we're doing is we're accelerating it to the max, really.
Yeah.
But to do that, we just wanted to make sure belts and braces.
Yeah.
Always get the HMO to just double check that, and that's what we did.
Makes sense.
And the 6.51, is that including or excluding the ensuite? Is that all together?
6.51 is excluding the ensuite area.
Oh, so you've got to have that amount
okay.
once you put that
That's a
in.
good question.
Right,
Actually.
okay.
Yeah.
Including or excluding the ensuite?
Yes.
6.51.
Yeah, no, good point. So 6.51 is excluding the ensuite. So we've got to make sure that we've actually got enough space.
Makes sense.
To have the ensuite and that. And this is all being measured. So we've got drawings for this, or proving drawings.
Yeah.
So that's been measured.
Yeah, okay.
And that it will fit here. It's very tight.
Yeah.
But it's just enough.
Yeah.
That's good.
But the great thing about just enough, or just about is good enough.
Exactly.
So true.
Alright, that's that one then.
Yeah,
So
good space.
you guys are asking all the difficult questions, but they're good questions, so carry on. Felicity has come up with the key point there of, is it going to be single or is it going to be double?
Yeah.
It's actually going to be 3/4 of a bed.
Alright.
Okay.
That would be